shows.
No, thanks.
No.
I prefer moving forward because
I
we get
know.
better over time. We're like
I know.
wine. Yeah.
I'm totally kidding about that.
Yeah.
I don't want any of my work friends going back there either. Now, the shows are getting much better as we go along. Much
Could be
better.
good for a laugh.
And
However, yes.
Well, I've
Go
been, passing out cards and are on the
Right.
spot. So I think,
Right.
and we've gotten some new friends on Facebook.
Yes, I
And-
know. We've got a lot of likers out there, and I don't know if they're all watchers or avid fans, but we do have some presence out there.
They're
That's
avid
nice.
fans.
Yes. Well, I guess they are if they like us. So tune in. Yes. Well, they're tuned in. How can you tell somebody tune in? They're already tuned in. Right?
What do you mean, on the radio?
Yeah, or wherever. Tune in.
Tune in?
Well, yeah, tune in. You're already tuned in.
I don't get what you're saying.
Never mind.
I just wanted to
Anyways.
give an update because the young lady that was running for Miss Massachusetts, Rachel,
Right.
I have been meaning to say that, she didn't make it. You would have heard, I'm sure. But she did a great job, and she looked beautiful, and it really helped her confidence because she was, running on that idea that she totally loves the way she looks now and that she had an eating disorder. And, she's just come a long way. She's just a beautiful young lady. And she is going to continue doing pageants, and she's going to help other girls. And, I'm just really proud of Rachel. And I wanted to say, way to go, Rachel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So
know. It was
I
great
hadn't
having
given an
her on the
update.
show.
That was like 2 weeks ago this happened. And it got away from me. I just meant to make sure that I mentioned that.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. And
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Okay.
Yes. I appreciate it.
Whatever.
And I'm sure she does, too.
Well, yeah.
She deserves the recognition.
She's been on the show twice.
Yes,
And
I know.
I should have mentioned it sooner. So,
I know.
yeah.
Maybe sometime we can have a little follow-up, see how things are going.
That would
She
be
was
great.
such a nice person,
Yes, and there's
And
Miss Western Massachusetts. Something's going on. She's going to keep it going.
Wow. Yeah.
And if anything, it just really helps her confidence, and that she loves the way she looks now, and that's huge for someone that has gone through what she's gone through, this eating
Right.
disorder.
Right.
And she's very vocal about it, and she wants to help other girls because it's a real problem. And
Right.
So, way to go.
Excellent. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope she's listening.
Yeah,
We're fans.
that's right.
That's right.
She is a fan.
Well, we're a fan of yours, too.
All right.
Rachel.
Spot on, Rachel.
Spot on.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's
the
up next?
spotlight was on Rachel just now. Yes.
So what's up, Tom? You had a lot of stuff you wanted to talk about. What's the big story?
Well, a couple of big things. And one thing is, when I was trying to find things, I came across this odd story about, I think it was in the London news, the Daily Mail or something, that there was a failed ad campaign to warn people about how to drive in the snow. And I think maybe I'll just play the ad and see if you can understand.
Is it like a public service announcement?
Like a PSA.
Okay.
Yes. And to see if you get why they decided to pull this ad. So,
Okay.
hang on 1 second. I'll
Sure.
just play this. I
Thank
thought
you.
I thought it was interesting.
It probably is.
Yeah, I hope so. All righty then. And then, here we go.
Hello and welcome to Driving Proper. Today's lesson, staying the course. Winter driving can be treacherous. Should your tyre leave a snowy or icy road, resist the urge to jerk the steering wheel. Overcorrecting only results in chaos. Besides, nobody likes a jerker. Instead, stay the course. Slowly let off the gas and re-enter only after regaining control. Now that's proper driving. Discover more winter driving tips at don'tjerkanddrive.com.
When you sent me that link, I have to admit, when I saw jerk and drive, I thought they were doing something else while they were driving.
Well, apparently a few other people did too. So they decided that to forego this ad campaign, or the slogan at least.
So does that mean I have a dirty mind?
So that the innuendo would not dilute the message. Yes.
I do have a dirty mind? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know. It all depends upon what slang you've heard or whatever. I don't know. I guess if anybody knows what we're talking about, do you have a dirty mind?
We want to know.
Do you think you have a dirty mind? I don't know.
I think I do, a little bit.
Yeah.
And I control myself and don't say it half the time because I'd probably annoy people. They'd be like, ho, ho!
Oh, my gosh.
Tom, you do too, and you know it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why I dug that thing up. The first thing I thought was, wow, don't jerk and drive. That's a pretty bold campaign. Trying to keep people from having accidents, masturbating while they're driving.
Ooh. Oh, gosh.
Well, I'm just stating the obvious.
I know. You're just saying it. You're right.
Motorbating. Yes. Anyways, moving right along.
Please.
I did come across, after I came across that, I had heard about it, and then I Googled it. And this was the Sony hack, which occurred...
Oh, yes. I'm very interested in that.
Not too terribly long ago. It wasn't like today, but it was...
It's been going on.
A few days.
I'd say it started a couple of weeks ago.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you let me know what you know about it, and
Well,
then I'll let you know what I know.
Okay.
What do you know? What did you hear? So 2 weeks ago?
Well, I heard... I know more about it from 2 weeks ago than the update, so this might work for us.
But yeah.
What I heard was that some hacker released like 4 movies that Sony hadn't put out yet. They were going to put out for Christmas and the holidays. Big, huge blockbusters. And they were released on the internet somehow. And one of the movies is called The Interview. And it's about killing, South Korean?
Okay. Kim Jong-il.
Right. And so it was just kind of, a joke, but I guess you can't joke about that. Because they investigated where the leak came from, and they believe it came from Korea. And that's about all I know, is there was some kind of Korean hack that did this to totally, make them lose some big bucks.
Right. And I don't know who the what was I going to say? The whole thing about the Korean connection, I don't know what the validity of that is now, but the group has a name, and I can't remember the name, but regardless, the group has been identified, actually, at this point, and such things have come out as the plot to the upcoming James Bond movie.
Ooh.
Yes.
See? Oh, boy.
And then a private email from George Clooney to the VP of, production or whatever at Sony.
I thought they were my private emails that George sent me.
Telling her that he thinks that he's let them down, and that the last movie he was embarrassed about.
Oh, you're kidding. Like a heartfelt letter from George Clooney?
Right. Like worried about his job. Worried about his job, yeah. So apparently, even though these people are high and mighty, there are people higher and mightier.
Always.
So old George is out there in Italy in his beautiful mansion going, with
his beautiful wife.
Fuck, what am I going to do now? It's been a shitty movie.
How did I get here?
This? Yeah.
This is not my beautiful wife.
I know, but stuff like that. And and then diss against Will Smith's kids, saying that they don't belong in another movie or something like that, and
Why?
called Leonardo DiCaprio Despicable.
Who did all this?
Called executives at Sony.
Oh.
So it's like wicked embarrassing.
So these are like very
them.
private things.
Right.
I see.
So, and then there's this website that has got this thing, 13 Revelations from the Sony Hack. And it just
All
says,
right, say that again slower now.
13 Revelations from the Sony Hack.
Okay.
1, men are paid more than women. This is stuff that's getting leaked out. Like,
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you the whole context of it.
No,
But
but
just-
give us the bullets.
2, it's not just executives. Sony paid Jennifer Lawrence less than it paid Christian Bale, Bradley Cooper, her co-stars in last year's hit movie American Hustle.
Uh-huh.
So that's an example. So
Yeah.
men are paid more than women across the board. So there's still, misogynists at the top. Let's see. The big scandal about the Steve Jobs movie. That's where they called DiCaprio Despicable. A lot of old pal types relationships being exposed, where one back scratches the other.
Oh. Like the boys' club kind of thing?
Yeah, and then the big deal about the James Bond movie, $50 million movie, getting the script blown. Yeah. And
wow.
then the George Clooney thing. So, but now this group, and I heard this today on the news, is going to be, has promised a bombshell for Christmas. So
they've really got their teeth in there.
Yeah.
What is this group? Do you want me to look for it?
Feel free. Look it up. Because I just heard it, and then, that little bit of person that loves gossip in me said, I got to Google this. This sounds juicy, and it is. Yes. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, and then this one executive at Sony, female executive, is Gaga over...
Gaga?
What's his name? God, I can't remember the name. Anyways.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Ryan Gosling. She wants to marry him. Yeah.
Who is this?
Like the VP of production or whatever, this woman.
Just looking at this here.
She's hot over Ryan Gosling. Yeah.
Yeah, the script was stolen, blah, blah, blah. But this particular thing, I didn't get the name of the group that is doing this. But there is is it North Korea? I'm sorry, it's embarrassing that I don't know that.
Yes, North Korea is an adversary of ours.
That's where it is leaking from, and I believe it has to do with, started to do with that movie interview.
Yes. Sony co-chairman Amy Pascal.
James Franco and Seth Rogen.
Right.
And it's causing so much publicity for the movie now. Just what they didn't want, they're...
Right.
So that's what happens.
Well, yeah, of course. It's the curious in us that are going after this stuff.
Well, guess what, Tom?
What?
It's time to go to commercial again.
It's time for another break?
Yeah, the night's flying. We have so much to talk about.
My gosh.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Please stay tuned. There's more to come.
You're listening to Spot On with LynneO and Tom, exclusively on Armed Radio Global.
Who's the Candy Man? Why, Brian Smiley, of course. Brian Smiley Candy Company. There you'll find aisles and aisles of every candy imaginable. Brian Smiley Candy Company is located at 35 Industrial Parkway in Woburn, Massachusetts. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30 p.m. or call them at 781-935